Okay, the topic today is what 5 things would I bring to a zombie apocalypse? I almost cheated and listed my bug out bag as one item, but in the spirit of the game here, I'm just going to list 5 individual items. Now, I am not going to list ammo or my dog as an item I'm taking. Ammo depends on how much I'm going to be able to take, is how I'm going to be traveling. If I'm traveling in my car, I'll throw the few thousand rounds of .223 I have in the garage and 40 Smith & Wesson in my trunk. If I'm traveling lighter, I'm going to have to be a little more careful about what I carry ammo-wise, but I'll carry as much as I can. And I'm not going to count my dog because I'm not taking her. She goes with me of her own free will. She's a good early warning system. Not much of an attack dog, but you don't want them biting zombies anyway, because in some accounts zombies are poisonous. So I'll just list 5 items that I will be taking with me. Okay, first, a crowbar. Crowbars are very essential in a survival situation if you can carry one. If you can't, maybe lower this to a pry bar. But I prefer a crowbar for 2 reasons. One, they're great as a baton in a fight. You can use them to defense. You can stab with them. You can slash with them. You can you can just use them in multiple different ways in a fight. They can actually cleave skulls, take right through eye sockets, whatever you want to do with them as a weapon. They're very powerful weapons. And also, they'll gain you entry to buildings, storage units, things like that, where you may be able to find supplies or find shelter. This will get you into it. It may also get you out some locked back doors if you ever find yourself in a trap situation. So a crowbar is a very important thing to take with you. Next, a hatchet. You gotta have a hatchet. Preferably a good sharp hatchet you can carry in your hand. You can use it as a weapon, of course. You can use it to cut wood. You can use it for multiple things. Cut rope, cut down a tree, whatever you need to do with it. A lot of situations may come up where you'll need a hatchet. Like I say, it's a tool and a weapon. It'll serve you very well in a situation like that. It's something that you definitely want to have with you, in my opinion. So number 2 would be a hatchet. Next, a good knife. A good solid knife. Now, a lot of people will say the knife and the hatchet aren't necessarily together. I like to have a knife and a hatchet separate. So I would take a good fixed blade knife. In my case, this would be my K-bar. Good solid blade, good solid hilt, good knife. You can use this for multiple things. And of course, it's a good weapon if you need it as a weapon. You can use it to open cans for food. You can use it to open, lots of things. You can use it to clean food, clean fish, just do anything you need to do with it. Cut rope, cut line. So a good knife is a very important thing to have with you. Now we're into the gun department, the firearms section. The first thing I would take would be a good, reliable sidearm. In this case, this is a H&K USP Compact 40 Smith & Wesson, a couple of 12-round mags. I have lots of 40 ammo out in the garage I can take with it. Hopefully I'd be able to find some out there. 40 ammo is getting to be pretty easy to find, so hopefully I'd be able to find it. I can also get a 9mm conversion if I wanted to. I might get a 9mm XDM and replace this gun with a 9mm XDM for more capacity and a good, more easy to find round. But then you also run into the problem that if you get the most popular caliber and you do find a sporting goods store or a gun shop, chances are the 9mm is going to be the first thing looted. So the 40 caliber might get left behind, the 10mm might get left behind. So that's something you got to think about. But in my case, like I say, H&K USP Compact, 40 caliber, 12 rounds, good, reliable, accurate sidearm would penetrate a skull very easily to take out some zombies. So this would be my choice for my handgun that I would take with me. Okay, I have a bit of an edit here. I chose the other handgun, the USP Compact, because it's the gun I usually carry in my bug out bag. But thinking about the situation a little more, I'm actually going to change it to my Smith & Wesson Model 66. It's not going to have as many rounds as the USP Compact, but it is a revolver, so it's much more reliable in my opinion. The USP, I may have to fire a couple shots to hit something. With this, I'm hitting first shot every time. I know how to shoot this. This is a very accurate gun. And I'm hoping that once people are looting all the auto calibers, that I'm hoping that there'll be some wheel gun calibers left sitting around after I run out, and easy to find, 38 Special or 357 Magnum for this. Just an all-around great gun, accurate gun. Never going to fail me. Just never going to fail me. I mean, I've seen firing pins and stuff break on them, but I've seen it happen so rarely compared to jams on automatics. And I've got the AR-15 for high capacity. So this would be up close, and I don't want to do a lot of shooting up close anyway. I don't want to draw a lot of attention to myself. So the best bet would be to avoid those situations. This would be a last-ditch effort gun. So I think I'll change my USP Compact to my Smith & Wesson Model 66-357 Magnum revolver. finally, you're down to your mean business gun here. And this is your main battle weapon. This would be your weapon you would use in medium range to maybe even a longer range battle before they get right up on you. And then you can even use this when they get up on you. This is my Colt AR-15A3. It is a carbine, collapsible stock, .223 caliber. Like I say, I have thousands of rounds of this out in the garage, so I've got ammo I can take with me. It's also a caliber that I hope I could find on the road if I needed to. But a very easy to use weapon, reliable weapon, very accurate weapon, more than capable of taking out a human or inhuman undead target. So this would be my final item I would take. This would be my main battle weapon. Of course it would have the strap on. I took that off for display here. But this would be my final item I would take for the zombie apocalypse. And those would be the 5 items I would take for the zombie apocalypse. And I also need to add that I would be taking my vast zombie knowledge. I've studied every zombie survival guide forwards and backwards. I've read most of them 3 or 4 times. I'm a little bit of a closet zombie nut. So I watch all the zombie shows, every zombie movie you name, I've seen it. So I would be taking my Hollywood knowledge of zombies with me when I went through, along with these 5 items that I've just shown you.